6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go, 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 go. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. All you beautiful people hiding behind your screens. I see Danny. She's driving. Hey, Danny, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see everybody on here. Welcome, 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 Brock the Rock. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Jada, what's up, my man? Thank you for your text. Jada always sending that out. Diane, good to see you. Jada sending out, it's a brand new day. It's a new week. New opportunities every single day. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Good morning, everybody. My name is Chad Denier. How are you? I am a wealth strategist, and I'm not the normal person. I believe true wealth is built from the inside out, and in its abundance of everything you value. I try to get you to think about the things that matter, you know what I mean, that last far beyond you. And try to get you dreaming again, try to get you seeing your self-worth and your worthiness. And guess what else? Purpose, baby, purpose. So without further ado, let's get going and let's start with our affirmations today. And we're going to come off of mute. Come off of mute. Keep your hand on the wheel, though, if you can't come off mute. And let's say this together. 1, 2, 3.
Say with me.
I
am created on purpose for a purpose,
and
you
are created on purpose for a purpose.
For a purpose. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Well, good morning, everybody. I just wanted to have a little roundtable discussion with you today. Get you thinking about some things. I usually don't get in the weeds a whole lot, but that's what we're actually going to talk about, weeds. We're going to talk about weeds. I usually say high level and, kind of talk at a macro level. But today I want to talk micro, if we could. And I'm going to actually talk to you all about something that I learned from my coach, Coach Burt. And it's something that I feel like we all just we don't do a good job at. And I could be speaking for just myself. But what I'm getting at is I believe that everybody has a next step to become better. Yes or yes? Brock, thank you for saying that, because I use that often when it just, when it makes sense and when it just fits in. Yes or yes? So anyway, all right, everybody's got a next step to become better. And for those who think they've arrived, even the best can become better. And even the best has a next step. I truly believe that, always. I cooked some hibachi last night. And I didn't do any tricks, but I made a lot of noise like that people do. I'm sitting there banging and all that good stuff. And I said, I'm not going to toss anything up and catch it in my hat, but I make a mean hibachi. All right. And so Clayton and his girlfriend was over, and then they had another couple that was over. Now I had cooked hibachi. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but just hang with me. I cooked some more hibachi back in July, and both of them two ladies were there, and it was good. It was a hit. Now she come up yesterday, not my son's girlfriend, but her friend, and said, "Is it going to be better than last time?" And I'm like, I kind of took offense to that. What was wrong last time? You know what I mean? I thought it was good. And she said, "Oh, it was good. But I mean, every time you do something, do a little bit better." And I'm like, okay, 1% better every day, Jada, 1% better. So anyway, I got a trip out of that because she's 20 years old and she's thinking in that mindset. So I love it. I love it. I love it. But what I want to talk to you today about is, when's the last time that you truly put some purpose and being intentional on what you're doing and why you're doing it? And what I mean by that is, when's the last time that you sat down and said, you know what, I'm at A right here. This is where I am. And here's B. This is the place I'm trying to get to. Now, if you haven't done that and you don't know what your B looks like, that means you're kind of on the sidelines, just kind of doing what shakes out in your favor. I've said that a lot. But I truly believe that we're called to get in the game. And when we don't get in the game, we're robbing the world of what I believe God has given us, some of the gifts he's given us. So let's break this down. What is it that you're trying to do? When's the last time you thought about that? And what I mean by that, that could be different things for different people. It could be the revenue that you're creating. It could be, okay, I want to generate enough revenue to be able to do X, Y, Z every Thursday, go golfing or serve at this capacity, so freedom, right? Something that could afford you the opportunity to go do X, Y, Z. What role is it that you would like to be doing within your company most of the time? For me, I like mentoring, coaching, and just promoting. I do not like doing any kind of admin stuff. I don't like paperwork. I don't like the service side of things. I don't like that. That slows me down. So just to give you an example, I realized that I needed somebody like that to just take over. But sometimes I'm in a mindset of, well, I'm a sole proprietor here. I need all the income that I can get. And we all do. But when we're doing it all by ourselves, and if we don't have aces in our places, because I'm surely not an ace in paperwork. I don't like it. John Hart knows I don't like it. Me and him have had discussions over and over again. If I just didn't have to worry about paperwork. And guess what? Wendy Proctor on here has changed the game for me, because she knows that side. She's good with clients, and I'm not worried about it. I just give it to her, and she takes care of them, and she closes it out, processes it, and we all get paid and we're all happy. And my income has definitely went up in multiples. So maybe there's an area that you could use some help. All right. So what does that mean? Identify, what is it? If you do have your B, number one, what is your B, right? You need to slow down and think about that. Number two is, if you've identified your B, what is it that is keeping you from getting to that B? What is it? And be honest with yourself. You ain't trying to impress nobody. You're trying to find out how you can get there. Sit down and truly think about this. And don't feel like, I don't want to ask nobody because I should already be doing this, and I don't do it. You know why I'm saying all this? Because your boy's been in that position. All right. So what is it? What is it, number one, that you're not doing that will get you to your B? Is it making X amount of calls per day? Write that down. Is that what it takes to get you to B? Is that one of the things? Would it be somebody that you need to bring on? to your company, maybe on a part-time basis. Man, if I just didn't have to worry about this, I could really start scaling and focusing on what I'm good at. You need to have those conversations. And there's ways to be creative. You know, if you needed to bring somebody on, don't assume that they have to have a certain amount of hours, that they have to get paid a certain amount. Get creative and say, hey, I'm looking for a win-win here. Maybe they don't want to work full-time. I literally have an admin that's been with me since 2015, and there's not a certain amount of days she has to work. There's not a certain amount of hours she has to work. I literally will just send her over something if I need it, and she'll turn it around for me. She don't complain. She kind of loves it. She just likes it. So don't assume that people are not out there. Just be open and honest on what you're looking for. So is it that you're not doing something that can get you to be? Now, that's just something where you're going to have to do some introspection and kind of wonder, okay, well, why am I not doing that? All right, we're all adults here, but at least identify it. The thing that I want to talk to you about, though, is don't get hung up, and I know we talk about this a lot, in the how. You will live in Howville. I used to do that. I still am guilty of doing that. How can we get there? How can I do this? If I could just figure out how. We need to ask who. And when I go here with you, don't make any mistake. I'm not trying to compare myself or I want to be like that guy or anything like that. And you shouldn't either. But if somebody is done or has done what you kind of see yourself doing, and they've already done that, ask them, reach out to them. And just say, you know what, I admire what you're doing. I've kind of envisioned myself doing something like that. Now make sure they're cool, right? Or start studying them. Take some time to start studying them. See what they're doing. Are they posting 3 times a week? Are they, doing a webinar 1 time every week? What are they doing? But you need to identify what it is, what's missing, or what you need to get rid of that's preventing you from getting to your B. So definitely who, not how. Put a 5 in the chat if I'm getting your mind thinking a little bit. All righty. Again, I know it's micro, but a lot of times we stay so busy. We try to stay busy so we don't slow down and think about these things. So we're looking for this answer. We're looking for this, and we're working our way on a hamster wheel, blah, 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 blah. And we're not getting serious about really identifying what we should be attacking. So I think it's very, very important. So the question is, as it pertains to you doing what you do for your career, whether it's sales, whatever that is, a business owner, what is your next step? Is it to be still more? To be still and think about what your B is, what you're trying to do. Because if we break it down even further, if we have no clue what we're trying to do, then we're just kind of aimlessly wandering. And there's no intention about that. There's no purpose behind that. We're just kind of existing. And we're letting we're being reactive instead of proactive. And I don't think that's what we're called to do. right? So we need to start being more proactive. So be still. Be still. Be still once a week. Be still every day if you can. And just think about, am I on track? Am I at least taking steps towards, you know it, who God created you to be? And becoming who God created you to be. I'm talking to myself, guys, but if we don't do that, we're not too serious. We're not too serious about what we're called to do. We're not too serious about walking out in front of those who are watching us, because people are watching you. People are watching you. So I would challenge you to do that. What is it? A to B. I think Coach Burt said he does that every single day. He does a A to B just to stay in alignment. Because guess what? What may have been on my mind last week, I may have found out that answer this week, and I may have something new that has come up. We always have a next step, always. And then the last thing, what's your next step? Is it that you need a mentor? Would it be beneficial for you to talk to somebody who has done what you're trying to do, or that you admire that is good in business? Talk to people. I see Rosario, she's hit a few hearts. Guess what? What if you're needing funds to grow your business or a sector of your business, or to bring on somebody? Well, why can't you get the funds? Well, my credit. See, we have to be serious and honest with stuff. Well, guess what? We all know somebody. We got to pull the weeds. What's missing? Like, what is keeping us from taking that next step? And, putting it out there, plug to Rosario. She will help you understand how this credit game works, because it's a game. You think you might know. And again, free advertisement for Rosario. The biggest thing that I always thought that I was doing fine is, okay, you're supposed to have a credit card to show you're good on credit. Well, I get a credit card and I'll pay it off every month on the due date, before the due date. Well, guess what? When the credit card reports to all these bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and blah, 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 I don't know them all, the time and day that they report them, I may have too much on my credit card. So guess what that does? My utilization is too high. Even though I'm going to pay it off. Hey, wait a minute. Before you report that, let me pay it off first. You think they're going to do that? No. But look, I'm like 100 points low because of that. That's crazy. So that one little shift. Okay, so they report on the 21st. All right. And your due date is the 28th. Why not pay it on the 15th every month and be done with it? Well, that's what I did. And guess what? It went up 120 points. But I took time to figure it out, to identify it. All right. So that's really all I got. I wanted to get you thinking. That's all. I wanted to get you thinking. I wanted to give you, permission to be more intentional with yourself and what you're doing. And it's kind of funny being on Mondays now. It's a brand new week. And I kind of chuckled when I got that text from Jada. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week. We can hit the restart button as many times as we want to. We really can until we can't. Right? So, you know, you keep dabbling, or do you want to really get after it? But you got to be serious, and you got to be going in a certain direction. So that's all I got. Anybody want to hop off and kind of talk to me on this subject? If that hit a nerve, if that hit a thought, what'd that do for you? Anything? Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Well, I'm glad it hit. Jada, what's up, my man?
Chilling, man. What's going on, my guy?
All good over here, buddy.
Good. So, I just wanted to just hop on real quick. What really stuck out to me in this conversation, bro, is when you said don't be scared. You know you need help with something, or you know you're struggling with something, and you know someone has been there, been in those shoes already. Why not reach out? That's one thing that I've been working on too, man. So you say you've been in that position, and when you were saying it, I was sitting here saying like, dang, man, yeah, I've been there too. So just actually, I had to just tell myself, people can only say yes or no. They're gonna either help you or they not. So what's gonna hurt? You know what I'm saying? And I've been told that, so I finally took a grasp of that and started doing that in certain areas, in my life, and it's been working out, bro. So I like that.
That's right.
Yep.
And you know what? If they're the right mentor or the right person you're supposed to be talking to, they're going to recognize that you are a good human being. Mm-hmm. And guess what, guys? Let me tell you something. I'm getting yayed up on this subject right here. There are still a lot of good human beings out there. I believe there's a lot of good human beings. You can take that. We're going to get off the subject, but I'm not going to let myself do that. Realize that there's a lot of people shaking stuff up, and you need to realize who's shaking it up. We ain't all bad people. There's a lot of good human beings out there.
I agree 1,000%, bro.
Okay, sorry. Let me calm down a little bit. So what I was saying was, if they see that you are coming from a place of truly wanting to be productive and make yourself better, not just for you, but your family, for your community, for other people, and you're doing it right, chances are, if they are successful, most people respect that and they are willing to help.
Without
but like you said, yes, no, it don't matter. Some will, some won't. So what? There's somebody else that can do it.
For sure.
Thank you, Jada. Anybody else?
Chad, I often wonder, the alignment that you and I have is pretty remarkable, because obviously you had no idea that I was doing this. And I'm going to share with you all just a little bit of a picture, because like literally, for those that saw my Facebook, like literally that was me this weekend of exactly what you just asked us today.
Get out of here.
I can't even, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe I was dropping off Bryce, but I literally went this weekend to the mountains with the kids. And I literally opened up my notebook and I spent the afternoon looking at that scene in the mountains. And I literally said, Brock, what is it that God wants you to do that you are not doing? And are you being purposeful and intentional on doing that? And if not, what do you need to change? And I can't even make this up all. I'm going to even ask Jay and Rika, just so you know, if one of them can come off of mute. Because to me, what you said, Chad, is so true. If you didn't take notes, if you didn't listen to Chad Free this morning, you missed an opportunity to pivot and change yourself, or to dive deeper to become 1% better, because here's the other key ingredient, because you can talk it all day long, all. And I sat on that porch, all. I sat on that deck, and I'm tired of talking. So I said to myself this weekend, where's Jay? Is she going to come off? I said, I have to change my schedule. I have to make immediate change to become a better version of myself, because I think I felt like I was just being distracted in the morning. And if I tell people and I coach people that your morning is your opportunity to make money, but here I am doing meetings, it's not going to work. So Jay, what did I change first thing this morning? Is she going to come off of mute? She's probably not even there, but I'll just tell you.
I'm here.
Oh,
sir.
there
She's
she
here.
is.
Hello,
Jay.
everyone.
She's like, what has he got me doing? But I want to prove to something that I'm not any different. And Chad, your message freaking like hit me with a football right straight in the face. And I said, I have to take immediate action today. So what did I change, Ari, this morning, Jay?
Yeah, so Coach Brock had changed our team meeting time.
And what time we doing our team meeting now?
It's at 11:45 a.m.
11:45, all, because we used to do it about 9 o'clock. We used to do it right after the show. And then I'd spend about 30 minutes with the team. And I was like, that is getting me off a track, and I need to make a change. I need to do something different. I need to be intentional on where I put my energy. And so, Chad, I'm just telling you, brother, it couldn't come at a better point for me to emphasize the alignment that you and I have, the alignment of this show, that I just spent the weekend doing it. And this was God saying, like, hey, these challenging changes you're about to make, I'm going to put Chad free on Monday, and I'm going to have him talk about it to emphasize to keep doing what you're doing and to keep making these changes. So some of you on here need to re-listen to Chad's message, and some of you need to make some changes that are hard changes that are out of your routine. They're going to make you feel uncomfortable, that you're not going to like. But I'm just telling you, the proof is in the pudding in what Chad said today. And thank you for your message, because it hit me very, very hard today.
Now let's think about that real quick as we hop off of here. Brock the Rock. I'm going to put him on a pedestal, right? But there, in my eyes, I don't know too many more people who are as driven, that has blueprints, that has structure and time blocking and boom, boom, boom. Like, he's the guy, you always want to shoot for the A+, but if you get an A-, oh, well, that's good. Brock's the guy that you want to shoot for, and he will not want me to say that and put him on the spot like that, because he is humble, but he truly executes at that level. He executes at that level. And he's doing this stuff. Like, I'm more the macro, right? And I get in. But he's already got time blocked, and he has gotten all the way down to, I need to move this team meeting. So if he is that specific, I would ask that you just take that first step and look at how you could become better. So with that being said, guys, as always, it does seem like God just aligns this. I think God has his hand and his favor on this whole group. I think this community is awesome. I think the culture here is awesome, and it's just amazing. All right, Jay just put in the chat, I got my second Wealth Revolution Challenge coming up October the 20th. If you want to learn how to open your mind and experience a mindset revolution, you got to do that first before you experience the money revolution. And then we'll put it all together and how you can truly walk out with experiencing a wealth revolution. Guys, it's changed my life. And this ain't fake. There ain't nothing fake and artificial about me. All right. But if you want to see what that's all about, grab that link and be there. I appreciate you all. Thank you all. Be on the call in the morning, 8:15. Brock the Rock Talks. Appreciate you, Brock. Thank you. See ya. Gone. Bye.